Alright everybody, so you might have seen a previous video giving some big news that I'm going to be moving, and there's been one video that's been requested several times throughout the time I've been here in the S.E.R, and that is an S.E.R tour. So, I thought, since I'm living here, it might be appropriate to upload this video. So, and that's what I'm going to do today. So let's get started. So it all starts actually sort of out here. So actually this whole area is kind of a firefighter cafe area. Got some pictures of, just some firefighter stuff and all that. And some posters over here. Yep. And then this is a kind of a cool picture, the history of American firefighters. But anyways, and then right here we have a fire extinguisher. This was actually given to me by one of my best friends a long time ago at a different school I went to. And I still have it today, and it's hanging outside here. And here is the entrance to the S.E.R. Now going up you have the S.E.R sign, stands for Security Experiment Room. And this plaque here sort of was kind of, or wasn't, was given to me by the company STI, Safety Technologies International. And yes, the company that makes the stoppers and all. I don't know if you've seen the video. If you haven't, go check it out. But I actually toured their facility and saw how stoppers were made and all. And they gave this to me as a gift. And then going up, we have a spot for an exit sign and or emergency light. So, and then here's the big door. So opening the door, you come in to the S.E.R. So this is what you see. Now over here, this is sort of a new addition. I've had so many alarms, I've began to run out of collection space, so I brought this down to from my room, and this originally held like stuffed animals that I used to collect when I was really little, and now it holds fire alarms. And this holds a lot of Gen-Tech stuff. You can see some wheel lock in there. Going down, more Gen-Techs, and then we have that duct detector. And then in here, we have sort of storage. Ooh, it's messy in there. But this is sort of storage. Looks like we got a Commander 4, Commander 3 back box, some smoke detectors. This one's addressable, so I can't use it. And, this one I actually got from my school one day. And then just some other boxes and stuff. I'll go ahead and set that in there. So this is just kind of an extra shelf, and you can see there's a lot of mass notification on it too, which is pretty cool. And then also the door here, I don't think I ever showed this, but I got caution tape one time. And yeah, it's over time it's just kind of fallen off, but it'd be cool. I thought it'd be cool to put on the door, so that's what I did. And then here is another spot for an exit sign and or emergency light. And then you might notice this little bag here. I put that on there so when the door opens, it doesn't slam into that corner. It just hits the bag. So that is everything sort of in this corner. Going up and over, we walk over here and we see this kind of black blanket. What's behind these blankets is classified. Alright, so over here, this is actually an addition to the S.E.R. It was not like this when I first got this room. It was actually just a storage room and it wasn't finished or anything like that. But, me and my dad, I wanted to have sort of a real-life system, so my dad agreed to help me install this drywalled area. And, we did a great job. And I really like it. This is one of the things I'm really gonna miss, because I liked this wall a lot. And back here we had conduit and all of that, so it's all professional. And this was where the wall system took place. We have the alarm spot and the pull spot. It's not hooked up now, I don't think. And yeah. And you can see it all ends sort of up there. Now going up on the ceiling here, we have a couple things. This is the S.E.R smoke alarm. I installed this because there's a huge fire hazard in here because I have all this electrical equipment. And believe it or not, most of these smoke alarms right here aren't even on. I think the only one that is on is the Nest. But so I decided I needed some protection for the S.E.R because there wasn't enough, and installed that. It's photoelectric and it has the voice. And then going over, we have the Commander 4 spot on the system, and it has a green strobe up. And then this is a newer addition. This is another place where I can put an exit sign and or emergency light. Probably plug that in right now. There it is on. Yep, and then going down here, this was also another addition. Originally there was no plug in this room. So actually what my dad had to do is we ran a wire from the electrical box. Came over, you can see there's some wire nuts up there. And it came over, goes behind the wall, and then we installed this plug right here. But then I started to notice it became loose and just dangerous. So, and I needed more plugs too, so I have a power strip. This I did all by myself. It's probably a horrible job, but I put in this board here and screwed it in, so I sort of have a plug area I can plug things on. And yeah. So, going up from that, we have just some boards for the smoke alarms. This was one of the things I really liked. I mean, I'm not too into just home smoke alarms anymore, but it's just kind of cool to have them surrounding my demonstration system, I think. And then going up, we have my demonstration system. This includes the annunciator, the key switches, the poles, and everything. This is one of the things I'm going to be redesigning, and I can't wait to do it. And I think it'll be really fun. And going up from that, we have more smoke alarms. A lot of them. I used to collect smoke alarms before fire alarms. And that's a long story for another time. And then going up past that, we have the smoke detectors for the alarm system, and then the alarms. So that's kind of this area. And then down here, this is another long story of how I got them, but I have a fire extinguisher case, just kind of for fun. And then over here we have just some boards. Now right here is where things get interesting. So I needed a place to put all my tools, so we put in this little board here, and it had a lot of extra space on it, so I decided to put all of my exit sign faceplates I have on this board, and I really like that idea. So there's all my exit sign faceplates. And then down here I have a lot of my tools. I know it's kind of messy. There's a lot of my screwdrivers and pliers and scissors and all of that. Over here I know this is sort of unsafe. Got all of my batteries, and then other stuff. I don't know why these are in here. And then yep, there's some more batteries right here. Okay, wire nuts is one of the things I use most often, so I have a lot of those. And then I got some hex wrenches, another little tool, and here I hold a lot of my screws and stuff I need. Going up, I don't think I ever showed anyone this, but I have a really vintage fire extinguisher here. It's by the company Firefighter or something like that. And yeah, I know it's not full. K, I meant. And going up, I started to run out of more collection space, so I added this little board here, and it holds heat detectors and smoke detectors. So, going over here. So originally I only had this board about to here, and then this board for holding my collection. So, you know, I started filling up things, and then things just started to fill up. So I started running out of space. So eventually I expanded, you know, back there, where it holds my bigger alarms, like the fire sprinkler alarm, and the coded pull station, and the stopper, and all that. And then I started running out of more space. So there originally was a bunch of paint cans on this shelf, but took those out, and now that holds more alarms. You probably can't see back there. There it is. Holds even more alarms back there. I can see it perfectly fine. The camera's just not picking it up. And then down here, I hold a lot of my pull stations. Yep, there's everything. But then I started running out of more collection space. So I expanded up to here. Up here, again, held a lot of paint cans. But I had to take those all down, and up here I have just a lot of bells and pulls and stuff. So there's everything. And then I started to run out of more space. So these two shelves originally held paint cans. If you look at my older videos, you'll see just paint cans there. Took those all off. They're all moved back in there, as you can see. And these now hold alarms. So you can see these hold a lot of my alarms. Got a fire extinguisher sign. Bunch of wheel-lock ASs. There's my MS2 back in there. Another fire extinguisher sign. Yeah, this is the sign for this right here. And then going up, up here just kind of holds various supplies. I got some wheel-lock DL1s, and then an exit sign. Hold a lot of my sprinklers right up here. And hotel cards. I actually do collect hotel cards. And then duct detectors. We have 3 of them. Some relays. Just a lot of stuff up there. There's a kind of a smoke detector there. And yeah, so that's kind of the collection. Right here I just hold some hats that I get from conventions from time to time. And yeah, so going down here, this is sort of where I hold all my exit signs and emergency lighting in this box right here. Just in there I hold everything. That's where it's all stored. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, that's where I have it all. Right here's where I keep the first aid kit. And then going over here, I have a Gentex bell in here. It's because there's no other place I could put it. I got some smoke alarm. This is what I use for speaker strobes. This is where I keep all my exit sign canopies or mounting brackets to the ceiling. Just another smoke alarm. And in this box, keep a whole bunch more smoke alarms. So, yeah, pretty cool. Put that back. And, is that it? No, that's not it. So, going back over here, this is the table to the S.E.R. This is kind of the main thing. Now, fun fact, originally this table was against this wall, kind of like this. But I need more space over here, so I moved it right here. And on this table, I just hold whatever projects I'm currently working on. So you got the panel, my adjustable panel, some holes and all. Just got some solo electrical tape. I use a lot of electrical tape. You guys wouldn't imagine how much electrical tape I use. Measuring tape and all. And, see, you got some devices here. Got the oval fire extinguisher. You should be seeing a video on this pretty soon. And yeah. So going under here, there's some more storage. This is where I keep a lot of my wires. So, yep. Got this kind of megaphone thing. Just here's some just boxes of stuff and just more boxes of stuff. And, this is actually the drift panel for my MS2. So yeah. And then also one more thing, back in here is where I keep my FPLR fire alarm cable. So yeah guys, I hope you have enjoyed this long video. Woo, 14 minutes plus. Dang. But I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. There's the S.E.R. This might be one of the last times you see it. And yeah, thank you for thanks for watching and all. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.